can start the class. Yes, Prabhu. Over to you now.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji, எல்லாருக்கும் தண்டவர்ப்பணம். ஹரி ஹரி. ஓம் அஜ்ஞானதிமிராந்தஸ்ய ஞானாஞ்சனசலாகயா சத்குருமிலிதம் யேன தஸ்மை ஸ்ரீ குருவே நமः. ஸ்ரீ சைத்தன்ய மனோபீஷ்டம் ஸ்தாபிதம் யேன பூதலே ஸ்வயம் ரூபம் கதாமயம் ததாந்திகம் வந்தேகம் ஸ்ரீ குரும் ஸ்ரீயுத பாதகமலம் ஸ்ரீ குரும் வைஷ்ணவாம்ச ஸ்ரீ ரூபம் சாகரஜாதம் சககன ரகுநாதம் சந்தீபம் சாத்வைதம் சாவதூதம் பரிஜன சகிதம் கிருஷ்ண சைத்தன்ய தேவம் ஸ்ரீ ராதா கிருஷ்ண பாதான் சககன லலிதா ஸ்ரீ விசாகா விதாம்ச ये कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपीशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुदेवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये पंचकल्पतरुवश्य कृपा सिंधुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौरभक्त वृंदा. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. ओम नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैवं नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. मूकं करोति वाचालं लङ्घं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपादमहं वन्दे परमानन्दं माधवं श्रीचैतन्यम् ईश्वरं श्रीगुरुनिधारिणम्. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. हरे कृष्णा. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Mataji. My all obeisance to your lotus feet. Please bless me, your blessing and your mercy always upon to me. Then only I can able to speak to there in the delivery of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the message to that convey to you, all of you. So need all your blessing. Hare Krishna. Last week, our Satyaprema Mataji very nicely delivered about the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu lotus about the pastimes to the youth Kaisarava, that is the one, the Leela about the one she told that the same continuation 87 to up to this chapter is completed. 111, that is slokas. It is just today we have your blessing and mercy to going to complete the message. So we would like to share that one PowerPoint presentation. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we can able to see na Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. So Chaitanya Charitamrta study class Adilila 16.87 to 16.111. Today we go to do this one continuation. After that, a small one presentation, Mahavadanyaya, 10 characters of the Lord Chaitanya to the mercy. How that's one small one presentation, same will be continued from here. Hare Krishna. The first sloka, that is 16.87.
16.87. Shuniya prabhuravyakhya digviji vishmita mukhena nisharavyakhya pratibhastambhita.
Is the translation. After the hearing the explanation of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that champion, the poet was struck with the wonder. Is the cleverness and stunted. He could not say anything. So in the Digvijay Pandit, he was stunned how it is happened that while this we are the champion is a one things that his mind is always thinking that one. So he cannot able to speak in this one what the Mahaprabhu was find out that one. Next sloka.
16.88 Kahite chahiya kichu nai aisha utara tabe vicharaye mane hahiya fanfara.
So the translation, he wanted to say something, but no reply could come from his mouth. He then began to consider this person within is the mind. So is the thinking, is the mind is fully to upset condition. He cannot able to speak. In this way, these verses are saying.
16.89 Paduya balaka kala mora buddhi lopa Jani saraswati more kariya chena kopa.
So this more boy was blocked is my intelligence. I can therefore understand that Mother Saraswati has become angry with me. So he is the realized. In this purport of saying, Srila Prabhupada is mentioned, this Bhagavad Gita clearly said that all intelligence, it's come from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, about that one, we know that one, this from the 15.15, that is the Bhagavad Gita slokas, the Bhagavan is explained in Sarvesya Swagam Sani Vishnu, Matta Samaskrita Jnanam Abhovansa, Vedesya Sarves Agam Veda Vedat, Vedanta Krit Veda Ritvi Eva Saham. So he's saying that one, all the knowledge, all it's coming to you. I will give this one. I'm in your heart, I'm sitting there as a Paramatma. So all Vedas, to knowing that one to me, and all the Vedas compliant. So all the one to the make it everything by the Lord only. So you should understand. This is the such a way the Bhagavan to that intelligence given by the Lord. So the everyone heart is just sitting there as a Paramatma. So in this way, we are caused that one because he was the proud and his leaning wanted to defeat even the Supreme Lord. So he not understand who's the sitting in front of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sitting, but Digvijay Pandit he not understand because he want to defeat because he is thinking about is the child like this is mind, but he not understand. Now only is the realize when the self-realization come. Just be thinking about it. The self-realization come when meaning when our pride, when our things will go down. Then only the self-realization can happen, will become in the mind. That we are always saying, no, that our senior devotees, they are saying that in the places that one, Kama, Krodha, Moga, Lobha, Mada, Macharya. The 6 things anarthas inside means the Lord will never sit in our heart. Some example we are taking that one. When you are sitting the place, when you are going to sit, we are first of all clean, no? The clean, then only we are going to sit. As the human, that is the materially, we are just clean the place, then we can sit it. But the materially, we are thinking about the clean and the places, that why we are not think about our heart to be clean. The heart should be clean. Then only the comfortably, the Bhagavan Lord will be sit in our heart. And otherwise, it will not happen. That is the thinking to this came to the mind, Digvijay Pandit now. So even one of the greatly learned scholar, so he committed to offense to the lotus feet of the Lord. He will not be able to speak properly. So when the Lord sitting, so automatically it will come to our words. Without the Lord sitting, we cannot able to glorification of the Lord. Because the Digvijay Pandit, he thinking his mind, I am the scholar. He is the proud himself always. That's why he cannot able to speak. He cannot able to go anything to opposite that word. He cannot able to give. That's the one. So therefore, to be surrendered to the always the lotus feet to the Lord. So and to be there falsely proud to that one, it will not be success. That's why the Mother Saraswati to the created this situation to them favor to the champion Pandit. Otherwise, it will not happening. That's why the Saraswati knows that one. Who's the scholar? Saraswati know this one. In the front of this Lord Mahaprabhu, the Chaitanyas were sitting there. But in the Digvijay Pandit did not understand because he is having that in the proud is mind. So when is the pride is in our mind, it will not come to the anything to speak that one. Such a way in this the when he saw that is the might to surrender to the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then only he can able to speak very nicely. That's the way it can happen. That is the realize happened that when this after the Mahaprabhu was given the clarification. So 19th verses.
16.90 ये व्याख्या करिलाशे मनुष्यरा नहीं शक्ति निमानी मुखे राही बालिया पाना सरस्वती.
So what happened this one? This is the wonderful explanation the boy has given could not have been the possible for a human being. Therefore, Mother Saraswati must have the spoken personally through his mouth. So in this way, is that only is came to the he is the realize now. So this boy not ordinary person. So yeah, he is the speaking in the Saraswati sitting in his the mouth. This was created by the Saraswati Mata only to the one to speak the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So 91 the verses.
16.91 एता भाविका हेषु नानि मानि पंडिता तव व्याख्या शुनि आमि हाइलान विस्मिता.
So thinking those, the Pandit said, my dear Nimai Pandit, please hear me. Hearing your explanation, I am simply struck with your wonder. So then only he got the realize. So that's the realize came, then he understand. Then only take the Nimai Pandit. Until he never say, he's thinking only is the mind conscious, only is the boy, small boy. When get the realize, then he was put in the name Nimai Pandit. Such a way is the wonder about his happened. So 92 the verse.
16.92 अलंकारा नाही पद नाही शास्त्राभ्यासा केमेने अशाबा अर्थ करिले प्रकाशा.
So I am surprised. You are not literally student and do not have the long experience in studying the Shastra. How you have been able to explain all those critical points. So here is the thinking, he not much studied also, he don't know much literals also, he don't know the Shastra, all is mind. So is the perfection is the wrong way. So that's why as myself, I'm thinking about the purification, because you are all of the senior Vaishnava, senior, all the scholar, that is the devotees in front of me. I want the mercy always to you when I to speak, when you to deliver the message of the Lord. So such a way, the thinking about this one, he not understand. When he got this, the message, all the to what the points were taken by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it came that point, which is because all the critical points, because he was speaking very continuous speaking that one that Digvijay Pandit used to, very speedily talking that is slokas, but he is the particular point he was find out Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the surprised. So 93 the slokas.
16.93 इहा शुनि महाप्रभु अति बदरंगी तान हरा हृदय जानी काहे करी भंगी.
So that hearing this and understanding the Pandit heart to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied and humorous way. So the Bhagavan is now, he can to see this his heart because he's the Lord. He know that one is as a Paramatma is sitting everywhere in heart. So he understand now, he is coming to that humble, and the position came to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is replied on this way. 94th sloka.
16.94 शास्त्रेरा विचारा भाला मंडा नाही जानी सरस्वती ये बालाया से बालीवानी.
Okay, here they're telling, my dear sir, I do not know what is the good composition and what is the bad, but whatever I have spoken must be understood to have been the spoken by Mother Saraswati. So this is the humble mood of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is the Bhakta Vachala, he is the Bhakta mood. That's why he's telling to the all. When you see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everywhere he go means thousands of devotees along with me. Because he know that, because he is take the birth as a Bhakta Vachala. And this way, now he can understand that one. So he is telling very nicely, humbly, I have understood to the spoken to the mother of Saraswati. Such a way is the Mahaprabhu is nicely is given to the reply to him in 95 verse.
16.95 Iha shuni digvijayi karila nischaya Shishu dware devi more kaila parajaya.
So when he heard this the judgment from the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Pandit sorrowfully wondered why the Mother Saraswati want to defeat him through his the small boy. So when these things is the discussion is finished, when this the finalized declare this one the matter, after that this he was got some upset mind with Digvijay Pandit. How it happened that why the Saraswati went to his mouth to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is the Pandit, Nimai Pandit, it's defeated me. So is the thinking is going on. So 96th verse.
16.96 Ajitanjani vidiba kari japa dhyana Shishu dware kala more eta apamana.
I shall offer my prayers to meditation, to goodness of learning. The champion of concluded and asked her why she has insured me to greatly thought this boy. So he's come to this mind. So why this that Mata Saraswati, this the prayers to the in the meditation upon to him to that child, it's happening this one. This the all the one the people are to the decided to the victory about the things he was replied in that one.
16.97 Vastuta Saraswati Shuddha Shloka Karaila Vichara Samaya Tanra Buddhi Achadhila.
So Saraswati had, in fact, included the champion to compose his verses and improve way. So furthermore, when it was the discussed to she covered is the intelligence, and those the Lord's intelligence was triumphant. So in this way, it's telling so there's the truth of this one, which is the pure. In this pure of this, which is the word compiled in the Pandit, this one, the Saraswati, he was today that is the what is the covered is that is the Maya. What is saying the covered of the Maya? So in this covered of the Maya, it's happened to the Pandit. That is the whatever intelligent in the what for we are in the materially or the devotionally. If you are to that one that we are showing to the proud, it will not in the success. It is not in the success. That's why that one the Mahaprabhu starts telling in the third verses of that in the Sistasakam. Always to the humble mood. Then only that is our the spiritual knowledge, the spiritual the advancement will be go forward. Otherwise, it will be stick on this way. Such a way, this the Pandit was thinking in this kind. So 98 verses we discuss now.
16.98 Tabe shishya ganesha bahasita lagila Tasha bani shedhi prabhu kavire kahila.
So when the point is champion was those defeated, all the Lord disciples sitting here, they began the laugh loudly. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked them not to do so, and he is addressed the point as follows. See, this is the mercy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Because is the followers they are laughing, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu he never telling to encourage them, because he's always telling to stop it. This is the Mahaprabhu mood. So no one want to defeat it, the Mahaprabhu not accepted, because the Mahaprabhu mood, everybody need to come to in the path, this is the path of Lord Krishna. This is the go to the devotional service. That is the mood. That is the one, the Bhakta Vachala. So he is told the instruction to the disciples, don't do such a way. This is the Mahaprabhu was given this one message. 99. The verses.
16.99 Tumi Bada Pandita Mahakavi Shiromani Yanra Muke Bahiraya Aiche Kavyavani.
So he's telling, you are the most learned scholar and the topmost, all the great poets. For otherwise, how could such a fine poetry come from in your mouth? See, the Mahaprabhu is given the message to the Pandit. So, but the Pandit mind is different, but Mahaprabhu mind is different. So that is the one he's telling, because you are this is the glorification. This is the devotee glorification. Even though we are not in the understanding the devotee, but we have to make tell the glorification the devotee. That's such a way the Mahaprabhu, the teaching in this way here, to the learn that you are the scholar person, topmost the person, you are the great poetess, but you are the fine poetry, it came to your mouth. Such a way the glorification given to our Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Nimai Pandit, Hari Hari. 100 verse.
16.100 Tomara kavitva yena ganga jaladhara Toma sama kavi kota nahi dekiyara.
So again he makes the glorification, how it see your poetry skills like a constant flow of this waters of the Ganga. See how the Ganga is flowing continuously. There is no stop, no? Such a way is the glorification. I find no one in the world who can compete with you, compact with you. This is telling. So see how the Mahaprabhu is a comparison to take the Ganga. So Ganga Mata, how the flowing the river continuously. Such a way your quiet was, it is there. The speaking way was like this. So such a way our Mahaprabhu, it was glorification to him. So 101 point.
16.101 Bhava Bhuti Jaya Deva Ara Kali Dasa Tansa Bara Kavitve Ache Doshera Prakasha.
The more glorification is telling, even though poet compositions, so such the great poets. So Bhava Bhuti, Jayadevan, Kalidasa, all the poetries, the Jayadevan on the Kalidas, there are the many examples of the falls. So he is the mentioning this is can happening. Who's the scholar of the poetry also, it is happened such a way to the explaining to the Nimai to the Pandit. So 102.
16.102 Dosha Guna Vichara Alpa Karimani Kavitva Karane Shakti Dhana Seva Khani.
So such a mistake should be the considered negotiable. So one should see only how such a poet have displayed their poetic power. So it is given. So if we take here, see how the Mahaprabhu is explained to here to the way, if you have the mistakes has happened, it is not much considered. You don't feel no need, because all this that is who's the poetry is, there is telling about them only for the Lord. About the Lord only we are the glorification. Such a way here the giving the purpose that is Srimad Bhagavatam 1.5.11. This give the Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here. This the Lord glorification. That this explanation. Whoever the unscholar person or uneducated person also to that in the white that taking. Such a way what I am taking now the class, because I am unqualified, because only the purification to this one. Such a way I'm delivering this message only for the Lord, to the mercy, to get our devotional to service to the empower our things, for the devotees mercy, and for the one to needed only, that is the advancement will come. Such a way you're maintaining the poetry, that's the Bhagavan to the glorification, whoever the people, whoever the one, to the which is the given to the 9 process of the devotional service, so that is Pranam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasam, such a way. One we have to take as a one thing, the Kirtanam or Vishnu Smaranam, which is the one we are taking as the one small. It's also, if happen there's any mistakes, so no need to worry about it. We are not to take as it seriously, such a way as the Srila Prabhupada mentioning. Why this was saying no? Because we are glorification the Lord. We are the glorification about the pastimes of the Lord. We are glorification of the Leela of the Lord. We are glorification of the Nams, the Nama. So such a way we are giving this one to the one that the one that deliver the message. You do the only for the Lord. Then the one is come to them. When some of the examples also is given to them, Samaskrita dramas is happening. So on the time, so the Bhogarajan, the way the Brahmanas and the Nilakanda was the born on the birth. So Kalidasa, the king was there, Vikramaditya, that the place also, some of the development of the the king, that in the place of the where the poetry was sitting there, and this time of some of the the Samaskrita dramas going that is the time of them also. They are glorification to the in the Jayadeva Goswami, dramas, songs and everything they are delivering in this is the area of the places. This is the place. Why? These all are the delivering to the message only for the Lord. The Lord is Sangeetana. Lord through the glorification only we do this way. So now the verses goes to the
16.103. Shashaiva chapalya kichu nalabe amara shishera samana muni nahanto maara.
I am not even the fit for your disciple. Therefore, kindly do not take seriously whatever the childish impudence I have shown. See, now the Digvijay Pandit is saying this one. I am not fit in your disciple. So how is this come to that mood immediately? Because of when this Ambul is coming, so automatically it is come to the surrender mood. So he is the surrender to the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is Digvijay Pandit. Please don't take very seriously in your heart. I am the childish person. So this is the show in such a way. So he was give the message to here. And 104.
16.104. Ajivasayaha kali miliba abara suniba tomara muke sastrera vichara.
So he's telling, please go back home, and tomorrow we may meet again, so that I am hearing the discourses on the Shastra from in your mouth. So here he's telling that one, you go back to the dawn, then we can discuss to the tomorrow to again to the same the Shastra verses is telling. So 105.
16.105. Ei mate nija ghare gela dui jana kavi ratre kaila saraswati aradhana.
So in this way, the both of the poet and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went back to their homes, and at night the poet worshipped Mother Saraswati. So they are all back to their homes. So he realized he went to talk to the Saraswati Mata. So this is the one he was praying that one. So 106 verses.
16.106. Saraswati swapne tanre upadesha kaila shakshad ishvara kari prabhu ke janila.
So in the translations given Srila Prabhupada, in a dream, the goodness, the informed in the Lord, the position, and the poet, the champion could understand that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So this is the things is happening, this is the Leela from there. So this the Saraswati come to this in the dream, is telling this is the one who is the none of other, the Krishna, the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. So he can to understand this the way. So 107 verses.
16.107. Prate ashi prabhu pade laila sharana prabhu kripa kale thanre khandila bandhana.
So the next morning, the poet came to the Lord Chaitanya and surrendered unto him is the lotus feet. The Lord whispered this mercy upon him to cut off all his bondage of material attachment. So when we are surrendered to the Lord, that's why the Krishna is saying in the 18.66, Sarva Dharman Partyacha Mamekam Saranam Braja. When you surrender all dharmas to me under, I will take all the sins to you. So why this telling to the Krishna in this way? You are surrendered to dharma. But here the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there's none of the Krishna. He's telling, when you take up the feet of the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that one. So he's taking all the one that is the offenses, which is then the material attachment. It came out from there. So that in the realization. So the Bhagavan, the Krishna is telling that in the Bhagavad Gita, always all the situation, you only to surrender to me. This way, the Krishna is saying that one. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling that it's the same one to in this front of this one. When you are surrendered to the Lord, so you will, that is the mercy to get it. You will get the mercy to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the mercy. That is the way. Then only we came out from all the material attachment, which is the one, samsara sahara. That's the one we come out from then. Otherwise, we will come back again, birth and cycle, janma vritti jara vyadi. We will entirely going on. That is why the Bhagavad Gita also saying this, 4.9, this verse and says, Dhyakara deham punarjanma naiti mam eti so Arjuna. So we will come out from this one, the material to the attachment. 108 verses.
$16.108 16.108 भाग्यवंता दिग्विजयी सफल जीवाना विद्या बाले पाला महाप्रभुराचराना.
So Digvijay Pandit is the one who is telling that the fight champion was certainly most fortunate. His life was successfully by the deities is versed the learning to eradicate the scholarship on those he attained the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when he is taken that one, when we are always saying, no, we are all are the second terms of our, they're telling the Tamil, Katunda Atma, we are all are the bondage in the material things. So when the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he taken the lotus feet, so immediately, so when he come out from that one, in this all the things is telling by the Sri Narottama Dasa Thakura is explaining this. When whoever fall down the souls, they came especially to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taking this avadara in the Kali Yuga. In the Kali Yuga Dharma, only to surrender to the Lord, to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this way, telling, because we are very scholars people, very less only. But how this one, the knowledge will come there. Because in this Kali Yuga, lot of anarthas is there. We are telling that the four regulative principles not following in the Kali Yuga. That's why our Acharya, Purva Acharya, given the one, the four regulative principles, our Srila Prabhupada is given. So don't do any the bad activities. We have to follow the four regulative principles and take the Lord, that is the prasadam, and chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. The three things repeatedly, who is doing them, they will go back to the Godhead. This is the telling to the Srila Prabhupada always this one. So in this way, we are all are the very small one, that the one in the significant in the one. But when you get the mind to get the pride, all the anarthas come. We are thinking we are all are the topper here. But not like this. But that's why the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taken as a Bhakta Avatara, because the human to society, the same the Lord was came in the position to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. Next to the 107. Hare Krishna. Let's go. Sorry, Krishna. Okay. Oh, Narayana. Sorry, Prabhu, just for interpret. The mouse is also playing the material things is Narayana. Okay. I think the mouse is gone, that one, the battery is gone, Prabhuji. Sorry for the interpret. Now I'm continuing this 109. So Srila Vrindavan Dasa Thakura has described all those incidents elaborately. I have only to present the specific incident as not described, which is the same here. Always to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is then the one, this the scholar was telling the Vrindavan Thakura is explained that this one, all the message to here, this is the matter of the discussion. So 110, sorry, 110, this is the one that sloka, I'm just to recite here. The Chaitanya go sarere lila amarito tara sarventriya tripata haya sarvena ja ahara. To Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there's one, this the nectarian drops. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastimes can satisfy the senses of everyone who hears to them. So these all are the one with the Amrita. In the Amrita, little bit we are taken this one, we can able to come out from the materials, is the thing says. This is the one, the delivery, the message here. Krishna. Okay, now it goes to the last verses of the text one, the 111. We have to hear.
Prabhu, shall I share the screen?
Yeah, 1 minute, Prabhuji.
No, shall I share the screen? You
Yes, Prabhu. Just a moment, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
So then you disconnect. I'll just share the screen from my screen.
Yes, Prabhu. Just a moment, Prabhu, please. Is the battery gone out as I've taken this one? 1 minute, please. Sorry. Sorry for interrupting, Prabhuji. Please forgive me. I not clearly checked this one. Okay. Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Prabhuji, you can able to see Prabhuji? Hari?
Prabhu, I can see, Prabhu. We can see, but it is not in presentation mode.
Okay, I will check Prabhuji. Now, Prabhu?
No, it is the same.
Same only.
Now,
Okay. Again, I'm stop it and I will open it, Prabhuji, again. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Now is Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Please put the presentation slide mode. Yeah.
Now it's okay, Prabhu? Hari.
Yeah. Go to slide mode, Prabhu. I think it's not in slide mode.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Prabhu. Now it's okay, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, last verses. This text 111. The verses, this one.
16.111 Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padeyara Asha Chaitanya Charitamrta Kahe Krishna Dasa.
So the praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa, Sri Raghunatha, always desiring their mercy. I to Krishna Dasa narrate the Chaitanya Charitamrta following in their footsteps. This is the finishing to them. So that one to the Krishna Kaviraj Goswami is the mentioning this one. Sri Rupa and Raghunatha, the lotus feet. I'm to the begging the blessing to them, to the mercy, to the one I can get to the footpath. Such a way is the completed from in this chapter, the 16th chapter. So the 16th chapter, just I would like to tell the summarize the point, which is I took it that one. I will just go through them. This is the 16th verses. It's telling that one, 16th chapter. The great scholar, after the completing the primary education and formally Hare Krishna. Are you audible, Prabhu? I am audible, Prabhu.
Yeah, audible, Prabhu, but background some noise is coming.
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Sorry. So after the completing the primary education and formally entering the household life, the Nimai performed for the pastimes known the Kaisora Leela, which is the taken of age. So 11 to 15, this is the one, the 16th, the chapter was mentioning that one, because in the 16.1 to 16.6, which is the important the point, which is that one, the summarize, he was attracted many students, defeated the most astute philosophers, and became the widely renowned as a scholar. This happening to 16.1 to 16.6 and 16.7 to 16.25. The Nimai who decided to the exercise his intellectual powers further to applied by the traveling to the East Bengal. Because despite the attraction to the draw, the Nimai did not forget his other purpose of the visiting East Bengal to guide and advise Tapan Mishra. The Mishra was a scholar who had read many scriptures and remained confused about the ultimate goal of life. The Nimai enlightened him about the devotional conclusions of the Vedas, and those that highlighted the limitations of the academic scholarship. So in such a way, in this one, the delivery, one more thing that one happening to the is the life stand. Meanwhile, the Navadip, Lakshmi Priya feelings of the separation from Nimai, they become the unbearable that she passed away. But even though she is the return to the Nimai, comfortable is grieving to the mother, offering the spiritual support and promising to care her. So he rescued by marrying, he chased to the gentle Vishnu Priya. It's appended to the 16.7 to 16.25. And the 16.26 to 16.111, the verses there's given this in this period. What is telling the Nimai cemented is the scholastic status by the defeating the Kashmiri. So in this way, the hearing the Nimai reputation as the academic genius is the center to an opportunity enhance is the reputation to the further and arrangedly demanded a defeat. The Nimai responded humbly and flattered the Pandit, requesting to him instead of recite verses glorification of Mother Ganga. The Kashmiri composed and 100 santas in the unflinchingly released them of kick of the might wind. The Nimai was unfrozen to the respond is the recalling one is the quoted verses outlining to the numerous of the fault that is spoiled is the composition. The Pandit was dumbfoundable is appended. The stunned and speechless, the Kashmiri quietly excused himself and ragged groped. The night is the Saraswati goodness, the lady come to him the dream and revealed Nimai identified is the supreme person. So in this way, the Nimai was and the compassionately the curbing is the crubbing of his the pride to the Kashmiri return to the following morning and happily surrendered to the young boy. So in this last, the final is telling that one, they whom cases the Nimai being the settle, the sentimental, the emotional, the devotee, labeling the Bhakti Yoga, the path from the less intelligent. Though yet the Nimai was yearly reputation, the scholar confirmed that the joyful, the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. So ultimate the conclusion, all the Vedic studies on God cannot to understand through the analytical and the intellectual to the gymnastics, but by the purifying of the consciousness and to the heartfelt of the devotion. It is the completion of this verse. So always to the one to the surrender to the Lord, no need to the only for the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to the remind the chanting about them to come to the conclusion in these verses. In this way, so additionally, I little bit added one of the mercy, how the Caitanya Mahaprabhu is given to our the mercy. Small the slide I would like to share. I think it's only the 10 minutes remaining. Prabhuji, Ramananda Kanaya Prabhuji, I can able to go ahead, Prabhuji, with your permission.
Yeah, Prabhu, if you can finish by in 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes.
Sure. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhu, put it in the slide mode, Prabhu. It is not in slide mode.
Okay, now, Prabhu.
Yeah.
So it is the thing, the Caitanya Mahaprabhu is the Mahavadanyaya. How is the Mahavadanyaya? That is the 10 characters of the Lord Gauranga mercy is there. That's one I've taken this one from our Gauranga Darshan Das Prabhuji is the one the lectures I've taken this the one I'm just delivering this, which is I understand this the knowledge from here. That's no one else to the while in this world is the merciful and charitable. The Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Adbuddha Dayalu Caitanya, Adbuddha Vadanyaya, Ache Dayalu, Tata Loke Nai Sunya Anaya. This is the Adilila 17.68. The Caitanya Mahaprabhu is wonderfully merciful and wonderfully magnanimous. We have the head, no of one else within is the world, so merciful and charitable. And the second verses, they are giving that one. Sarva pavo bajo loko chaitanya karane yaka yete paipa Krishna prematra danaha. This the Anta was 17.69. They're telling, O people of the world, worship the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in all respect. Only in this way will have the achieve that nectarian treasures of the ecstasis love of Krishna. Is telling this one. Another one, no one is the more the merciful in magnificence. This one, they're giving another one verses, Adilila, Caitanya, Caritamrta, 20.268. To Caitanya Samahara, Kripalu Vadanyaya, Bhakta Vachala, Na Deke, Tri Dekte Anaya. Is telling the all senior man within those three worlds certainly accept the conclusion that no one more is the merciful and magnificent than the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and that no one is the kind is the devotees. This is the given. So is the given the 10 aspects as the mercy, how it is happening. This we are giving one the slokas was given that one.
Vishadaya Pronmilada Modaya Samya Shastra Vivadaya Rasadaya Chitarpitun Madaya Shasvat Bhakti Vinodaya Samadaya Madhurya Maryadaya Shri Chaitanya Daya Nidhe Tavadaya Bhuya Tamandodaya.
So here is telling to the Daya, 12 Dayas mentioning. This is about the mercy of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You will see the 10 character of the Lord Chaitanya. So Daya Gadaya, divides away to lamentation. And second is Vyasa Daya, the purifies everything. The third one, the Promilad Abodaya, the awakens the transcendental bliss. And fourth one, Samaya Shastra Vivadaya, so mitigates the disagreement of the scripture. And fifth one, Rasadaya, so distributes the that is the transcendental Milo. The sixth one, the Chitra Daya, the curses of jubilant of art. The seventh one, Save the Bhakti Vinodaya, always that is the stimulates the devotional service. And eighth one, Sa Madhaya, along with the full ecstasis and joy. And ninth one, Madhurya Maryadaya, so glorifies the unity, continental love. And the last one, 10th one, Amardanadaya, awaking the good fortune. So we will see the one by one. So here the first one is saying the Danaya. There is the one, there is the story, you know, all the pastimes, there is the Karo, the Vasudeva leper. In this time it happened that the Vasudeva, in the where the Kurma Kshetra, he was the full the leprosy. In this the leprosy time, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the given this one. The Gauranga, the being very compassionate, covered him the leprosy and transformed him into the beautiful man satisfied with the devotional service. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the inspiring the man became like a Hari beast, eager for the Hari of the Krishna Prema. Because Hari what is doing? Hari is going to collecting the each flower to taking the each one of the honey. Such a way the Mahaprabhu is the taking the Krishna Prema is the delivery, because he is removing the burning fever of the material. Not only that is the material, the internally he will bring to the devotional path. Such a way is given, because always the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu removing our lamentation. The Chaitanya in the Bhagavad Gita also saying that one, that when the Arjuna was fully of the lamentation, that time the Krishna told 2.7, you to surrender to me, then you will take that as a Siddha, then you will get the knowledge. Such a way, but in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu here is voluntarily going and do the the Paramatma, everything. Such a way he is taking the Dayalu. Second Dayalu, what is the purifies everything, the pastime and glories of the Lord, purifying the entirely three worlds, the showed the ultimate method of purifying. The Gauranga said the ultimate method of the purifying oneself is the chanting. That one the sister was saying, Cheto Darbana Marginam. By the chanting of the Krishna names, the mirror, one is the art is cleaned. See this, the mirror how it is one. When is the cleaning going on, that one? By the chanting. By the chanting the Krishna Krishna names of the mirror. Once they include, the art also clean. That's why the Kaviraj Krishna Goswami is saying that one, even the most impure-minded, adherent materials dumped into the pure-minded devotee, if they just offer the flower to Mahaprabhu lotus feet, only to offer the Mahaprabhu to love and affection to the lotus feet of the flower, he will accept it. That is the Dayalu of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The third one, from this given the awakens the transcendental bliss. In the transcendental bliss, when the bliss of chanting, the greater than more than the pleasure of the Brahman. So such a way, we are offered to the respectable obeisance into the merciful Supreme, the personality of Godhead, who was the converted in all three worlds, such a where the meditated by ignorance and saved from their diseased the condition by the making of the man with the nectar from the treasure of house of love, the God. Let us take the full shelter of the personality of God of the Sri Krishna Caitanya, who is the activate or the wonderful. So such a way the Dayalu awakens the transcendental bliss given by the Mahaprabhu. The fourth one is telling to them that one is the mitigates the disagreement of the scriptures. Even though the child can understand absolute truth, in this the verses of the Adilila, this is 2.1, to offer my obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, by whose the mercy even to ignorant child can swim across the ocean, the conclusions about the ultimate truth, which is the fallen the concurrence of verses theories. What is it? We are all of the material world only. In this material world, we have to come to the sin. How to come to the understanding the scriptures? What is telling? There is in the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, two things is given to Abhede Vyasas and Vede Vyasas. The scriptures sometimes the presented statement often make that all the things one of the God being he is the dependent to the expenses. And another one is telling about the scriptures also contain many statements that offering the unity and discrimination the qualities of the Supreme Lord. So different is the expenses of energies. So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given this one, the Mahaprabhu, the propounded the Atanya Achintya Veda Tattva in the similitudes of the oneness, the difference between the Lord and the energies, which is the inconsumable. So even the fool can understand the conclusions of the scriptures. And the fifth one is given to the distribute the transcendence below. How it is given? This is the one is telling the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Here that one is the distributed the knowledge and of the rasas, the world through the Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis, who are the founder, they explained by them to writing the devotional scripture. So the fallen soul can also describe the pastimes of the Lord. So this is the one of the Rasa Daya. And sixth one is given the causes the jubilant heart. In the jubilant heart, hearing is all activity, fill the heart with the compassion and jubilant. Therefore, the cursing of the greatest happiness to the hearing. In the 12th of one, the last one given this one, oh devotees, may be the transcendental life and characteristics. This Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always be heard, the chanted, the meditated upon with the great happiness. You see that the photo, how the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the blessing and this is showing is the mercy, that's the one. The sixth one. The seventh one is telling them, so always they simulate the devotional service. How to bring the devotional service? Due to the covering to the Maya, the condition of the souls, as the forgotten is the eternal relationship. However, the Mahaprabhu gifted the Bhakti Yoga through which is can to live that is the relation. That's the one. When the Lord Chaitanya meet is the devotee, a board of them, the farewell is the frequently the agreed to them to perform the devotional service unto the Krishna, which is the include the chanting his names and worshipping him. So instructed to the devotees in the Navadip, Gare Yene Kara Sada Krishna Sangeetana, Krishna Nama, Krishna Kada, Krishna Aradhana. And the eighth one is telling that along with the full ecstasy and joy, how it is happening. The service to Krishna more than that Brahma level is telling that Krishna Dasa Abhavanyu Ye Ananya Sindhu the Koti Brahma Sukh Naye Tara Eke Bindu is telling the top of the joy and ecstasies, the service into the Krishna cannot be compared on the ocean and happiness that one gives them mercy into the impersonal Brahman. That's why the Caitanya Mahaprabhu was telling Jivede Srupe Krishna Nitya Dasa. The conditioner that entirely apparently identified oneself the master, enjoyer and controller in the proprietor in the world. Only by the bhakti can give in the to the mentally to the uplifting, complete uplifting. The ninth one, the glories of the universal of the continuous love. Therefore, the five primary rasas in the connection of the with Krishna, namely Santa, naturally, and Dasa, that servitorship, and the Sakya, friendship, and Vadachilya, the presently, and Madhurya, the constant love. That is the mood of Radharani. That is one is like the Madhurya rasa. In the topmost all of, and Srimati Radharani is the emotive of all the devotees, Madhurya rasa. That's why the Caitanya Mahaprabhu is take the two of the two, the Krishna and Radharani mood is came. The Krishna is decided as the Caitanya accepted the mood of Radharani. The last one is coming and awaking and good fortunate. So those the teaching activities, all the incarnations, the Lord Caitanya mercifully awakens the greatest fortune in the name of the devotee. So just by chanting is the freed all undesirable habit. So Krishna Caitanya Daya Karao Vichoro Karateti Babe Samrite. So Nama Sangeetna the Sarva Nata Nasa Sarva Subodaya Krishna Premara Ullasa is the one. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you very much. I'm very sorry that I could not give more time because these 10 characteristics of Lord Chaitanya's mercy is a wonderful characteristics which you try to compile in and explain in a very limited time. But actually, each characteristic actually need one full day. That much depth, realization, and understanding we have from each characteristic of Lord's mercy. I'm sorry that we could not have more time for discussion on this topic. So thank you very much, Prabhu. So it's wonderfully explained. You try to put the Lord's mercy in a very crisp form for us to carry home, to prepare our mood for celebrating Ram Navami, to carry that mood of Lord's compassion and love to all the living entities. I would like to add one point, Prabhu, that in verse 102, it is mentioned that what is it? Such mistakes should be considered negligible. One should see only how such poets have displayed their poetic power. So this way, in this regard, just I wanted to add one additional point that the mistakes we should consider negligible only when we are looking or trying to count from others. But within us, we should always try to improve our mistakes and work on. This sloka is meant when we talk about others' mistakes. When we try to discuss about others' mistakes, that we have to consider as very negligible. Anything we try to find, this is a human mentality that we always try to find faults in other devotees. This is something which a devotee should always avoid. But when it comes to finding our own faults, so we have to be very, very, we should not have any compassion that, okay, these mistakes are fine. Chaitanya Prabhu has told they are negligible, but no. When we talk about the mistakes within us, we should be merciless. We should be with no compassion. We should try to avoid all these mistakes and try to be more humble. and then that helps us to advance in Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much, Roh. Thanks for a wonderful session. So I'd like to ask any questions, comments from devotees. Devotees have any questions and comments? So if there are no questions, comments, we can end the session.